Right, so we've got this console in for repair. Customer says it was overheating to start off with and it'd randomly turn off. Now it just doesn't turn on at all. Press the button, nothing happens, totally dead. Let's get it plugged into the power supply, testing that, and we've got a good reading for the power supply, so that's it. I think it's going to need a bit of a clean out as well by the look of this. That's probably one of the reasons why it was overheating. Right, so I've tried plugging it into the power supply and basically no amp draw at all from the power supply, nothing, just totally. So with it plugged into the power supply, I've gone over the board and basically I've noted down all the voltages that are present and all the ones that are missing. And from this, we basically seem to have all of the 12 volt rails and the 5 volt rails, but there's no 3 volt rails. So we're going to see if we can find any shorts. So there should be 3.3 here, yet there isn't, and it's also a 13.3 ohm short to ground. So it's not a dead short, but it's near enough. So we're going to try injecting some voltage in there and see what we can see under thermal. Never thought about sticking this here before, but it works quite well. Because it means I can move it around then and be hands-free. So let's see what we can see when we turn. So as you can see, just there we are getting a heat signature. But there's no component there. So let's look on the other side of the board. Right, so if we look on this side of the board, there she blows a lot. Nearly 100 degrees, 85. Which turns out to be that capacitor just there. So we can take it off and see what happens then. So now, you'll notice there's no amp draw from there anymore, so the short's gone. So now, test it. There we go, so that's short. Right, so the question is, does it work? Let's see. Well, hey, we're on. There we go. Right, so it doesn't overheat. What I'm going to do now is take all the heatsink out and clean all that out, and then need to find a cap for this one that's missing as well, and then hopefully we should be good to go. Right, let's take the heatsink out. That's a bit manky, but this, what the? Yeah. Explain why it was overheating. So yeah, what's gave me some clues on what was going on here is I plugged this in, which is my programmer, the BIOS programmer, and when I clipped it onto the BIOS chip, which uses the 3.3 volt line, it just would turn off, which I thought was weird. I thought this was broken to start off with, and then I tried it on another BIOS chip and it worked fine. So, and I kind of went on a bit of investigation mission. Okay, that's the capacitors all replaced. So clean this up now, we can get it brought back together. There we go. All sparkly clean now. Ready to put all this back together. So we're on. And we are working. Hey, there we go. So all I've got to do now, get this put back together, and that should be a good fix. Well, that was fun. I just put the damn thing back together and then it wouldn't turn on, the eject button wouldn't work. So, I mean, the eject button worked, but the power button wouldn't work. So I've faffed around with this and it seems to be working again now. So let's put it back together again. Right, checking the fan works. Because it was overheating before. Seems to be all good. That's on and working. So, yeah, hey, job done. Here we go, ready to pick up. Job done.